Who is your favorite cast member to work with?
Favorite cast member to work with? I think Mark Consuelos is probably one of the funnest guys on set, and he just like cracks everybody up. Like he'll just say something just so hilarious every now and again, and he's like one of the nicest guys too. So I love working with Mark. He's great.
I'd say it's like a combo of when Cole and KJ are hanging out with each other, because they're just so funny together. So whenever I'm doing scenes with the two of them, that's usually like the best days, and they just fly by, and they're just a lot of fun. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so my question's for Jordan. So if you had a chance to be in the Pretty Poisons, would you leave the Serpents?
No.
Why not?
Well, Pretty Poisons are exclusively female, but not saying that I'm against that. I'm just saying that like they probably wouldn't accept me. But I think that, I don't know, the Pretty Poisons definitely stand for some different things that the Serpents stand for. Like the Serpents stand for, like, as much as they are like kind of criminals, they stand for justice. I mean, I guess they're sheriffs now. But the Pretty Poisons, I think they're a little more like mayhem and destruction. I mean, they came and beat me and Fangs up. Like, come on, like I'm not into that. But no, they're great. But I would always be a serpent for life.
I have the questions for both of y'all. Jordan, are you and Josie gonna get together in season 4? And Mad Dog, are you gonna ever get a love interest?
Sweepy and Josie, as sad as it is, I think Sweepy was pretty head over heels for Josie, but I think she's moved on from him, and I don't really think that I don't think they'll ever get back together. But that being said, might open the door for Sweepy to find somebody that takes care of him, you know, somebody that's gonna know him better than Josie did.
I would say there's a good chance that something might arise, but we'll see. We'll have to wait and see.
Thank you. I have a question for both of you guys. And first mine is for Eli. Eli, do you like boxing in real life?
First of all, you're adorable. And yeah, it's funny. I'm a huge boxing fan, and I've always loved like training and doing boxing and like with a trainer and stuff like that. And so when I was talking with the writers and they found out about that, they were like, "That's great. We should definitely like have Mad Dog box." And so like it's kind of cool because it's been like things in my real life they've kind of been using to like grow the character. So, but yeah, I love boxing. Huge boxing fan.
And now my question for Jordan is, do you and Jughead have as tight a relationship as you do in the show and in real life?
Yeah, I'd say that me and Cole have a pretty tight relationship. I mean, it's crazy in this industry that we work in that like like everyone's always in different cities and we're working long hours, and so you don't really hang out with people as much offset as you'd like to. Like you see them on weekends and stuff like that. But I'd like to say that yeah, Cole and I have built like a pretty great relationship from day one on the show, and he was like really inviting. He was just like, "Welcome to the show. Happy to have you here." And we built like a good friendship from that. So yeah, I'd say we're pretty tight.
Thank you.
My question's for both of y'all. What do you like to do when you're not on set, like out?
Great question. That's a great question. My favorite thing to do, and I think everybody should do it, because when you're on set and working so hard, you really drain your tank. Like you drain your tank of like your energy and like your creative juice that you have. So like one of my favorite things to do is just travel, like go and see other places and see other cultures and how they live and meet new people. And that way, it's good for you as an actor just to see how other people live their lives, so you can kind of, it's like a character study. But my favorite thing is just to travel and go on a hike or go see like a beautiful natural spot. That's my favorite thing.
Same. I love to travel and I love to eat when I'm not and I was just in Israel. I just got back last week, and I ate so much hummus. It was insane. I was just like, yes, more please. So yeah, I love food, and I love to travel.
Thank you.
Hello. I just mostly wanted to come here and congratulate you guys on what a huge impact you've made. As you can see, such the versatility of ages. I mean, my daughter, that's happy birthday, Tegan. This is her birthday present, was to come here.
Oh, happy birthday, Tegan.
So yeah, it amazes me at the different, I mean, it's all the way from like 7 to 70. So congratulations on the great job you guys are doing, and I hope you guys keep continuing.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Hello, I have a question for you two. Do any of you two follow any of the Harry Potter cast members on Instagram or Twitter?
Okay. No, I don't. I don't think so, but I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. Should I follow them on Instagram?
Yes, you should.
Okay, all right, I will. But they don't do like magic on Instagram, do they? No, but I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I love it. Like, I think probably like once a month we'll have like a Harry Potter marathon where we just watch all 7 movies.
Oh my.
Yeah, we're very addicted to it. Gaudium Leviosa.
I don't, but I'm a big Daniel Radcliffe fan. I think he's such a talented actor and just artist overall. So yeah, he's done so much great work, including the Harry Potter pieces, but like he does a lot of theater and stuff like that when he's not shooting film, so maybe I should follow.
Hi. So is season 4 gonna be anything like the movie What Did You Do Last Summer? Because at the end of the last episode, Jughead is not there with Betty, KJ, and Veronica, and they just had his beanie on. So like, is he dead?
This question really isn't about what would you do last summer. How have you seen or I Know What You Did Last Summer?
I didn't. I just I was reading for it because I really wanted to know if he was dead or not.
Oh, okay. So you went to the dark web. Well, I don't think we can say one way or another if Jughead is dead. We just have to see in season 4.
But is season 4 kind of like the movie?
I don't think so. I mean, I think one great thing about Riverdale is they love to pull from other iconic movies. They always are pulling stuff from great iconic movies, and so maybe you're right. Maybe you're on track that they might have some of that in there. I mean, the Black Pit did have a hook for a hand, So you never know.
Okay, thank you. What's your favorite genre of music?
Favorite genre of music? I love lots of different types of music. I think music for me is like a mood thing. Like last night I was listening to Bob Marley, which is not an implication of anything. I was just in a chill mood. I like gospel music, I like jazz music. Sometimes when I'm like working out, I like to listen to rap music, it pumps you up. So it just depends on the vibe of it, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm the same way too. Like, some days I'll be like all about Fleetwood Mac, and some days I'll want to just listen to like some D'Angelo or Daniel Caesar. Go. And then some days I just want to, I'll like work out to rap or whatever. I think it's very dependent on your mood. But yeah, right now I'm really into just like chill R&B music. It's great. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. What's been y'all's favorite scene in the film?
For me, okay, so I finished on the other show I was working on January 25th, and I went to start shooting again on Riverdale, I think it was January 27th. And I literally was like, on the other thing, I was like in a suit, tie, like totally like business professional, and I show up to shoot Riverdale, and we're fighting like ninja gangsters or something with like masks, and like kicking through like that scene where like like KJ flips the guy, and like we're like fighting our way up the stairs, and it was so different than what I had just finished doing, and it was so much fun that I think like I'll always remember that. So that was definitely like my favorite scene, just getting like fight through hordes of, you know, bad guys.
Whenever like your character can be like 10 bad guys are behind you and you're like, I've got this.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, this is sick.
Only 10?
Only 10, please. For me, I love the gargoyle raid too, but for me, my favorite scene by far was definitely in season 2 when the Bulldogs and the Serpents have their big fight in the rain. And KJ steps up and I step up and we face off and then he just clocks me in the face and I'm too slow to catch it. I think that was my favorite scene because for me it was like the first huge like production thing that I ever did. Like we had like 9 rain towers and like a whole bunch of motorcycles and crazy cars and there was like all these Bulldogs on one side and all the Serpents on the other side. And it just felt, it was just really fun. And I remember the first take we did when me and KJ like step up into the rain and it's all slow motion. We're walking towards each other and the rain is pouring so hard we can hardly see. And then we just start like staring down at each other so hard and then they yell cut. And me and him just start bursting into laughter. We're just like, this is so sick. But that was probably by far my favorite thing that I've ever filmed, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, so after season 4, do y'all think there's gonna be a season 5 where I guess it involves like college?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I mean, there are Archie comics that, the Archie comics go until Archie and the gang are all like, they all have kids and stuff like that. There's like even a version of that. It's hard to say. I mean, there's those dark Archie comics where like Jughead's a werewolf and stuff like that. So I mean, I don't even know what they're planning for season 5. It could be anything really. We don't know.
Okay, thank you.
So my question is for both of y'all. If you, like, your characters wouldn't fit the farm, but if you had to join the farm, do you think you would, like, escape with Betty?
I got an invitation on Instagram from Chad to join the farm.
Creepy.
It was super creepy. And I was like, I don't think I can go with those wardrobe choices, first of all, and just in general. Yeah, I think I would definitely escape. Mad Dog would either escape, I mean, he escaped prison, so if he escaped prison, I think he'd get out of the farm. Yeah, and as far as saving Betty, that sounds like something Mad Dog would do.
Yeah, I think the same. I mean, 2 peaches with not look good in white. But yeah, I feel like he would not be down with the farm and what they're preaching. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello. So since you said that you're not like your character in real life, what do y'all do to get into character? So that way you're not like, wait a minute, hold up. Like, what do y'all do?
For me, it's kind of like the setting and like the set and all that kind of stuff really helps out. But for me, it's like, I think in the beginning for any actor, it's like you're really trying to navigate your way and trying to figure out your character and the kind of choices that they would make and stuff like that. But at the point where we're at now, it's like really kind of second nature. And for me, it's like I'll get to set and I don't like, I'll like wear flip-flops and like a surf t-shirt. Like I'm so opposite from like how Sweepy dresses. So when I get into my trailer and I like put on the boots and I put on the rings and the necklace and my hair is all like swoopy and I put on that jacket. As soon as I put on that jacket, it's like, all right, I'm Sweepy now. It's like playtime's over kind of thing. Yeah. And for him, it's when he takes off his shirt.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say, no, I pretty much just walk around shirtless and fight people on the street.
Great.
And do that for a few days. And then I feel like Mad Dog. No, the same thing, man. When you get there and you're in the zone and, you know, you're around the other castmates, you just kind of, you get in the rhythm.
Awesome. Thank you.
This is for both of y'all. If y'all could be a different character or a different personality, who and why?
Like on the show, you mean?
Yeah.
I'd probably be Cole just because I think he's cooler than me. And I think he's awesome. He's such a smart dude. I just love his personality. So if I could be anybody else, yeah, I'd be Cole for like a day, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sweetie wishes he was Jughead for sure, in some ways. But if I could be anyone, I would definitely be KJ. Like if I could be KJ and just slay on the guitar and just like have a New Zealand accent, just fuck. KJ swears a lot. And that wasn't me, that was KJ coming through. I didn't finish that swear, so I'll put $1 in the jar, right? Anyway, I think if I could be KJ for a day, that would be pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Hi. So you said you were a fan of Harry Potter, Jordan, sorry. So what house are you?
Well, Sweepy's definitely a Slytherin,
Yeah.
which I'm like pretty upset about. But I'm a Gryffindor all the way. Yeah, I love Gryffindor. Or Ravenclaw's pretty dope too. Ravenclaw's pretty cool, but I'm Gryffindor.
And then I have a question for both of y'all. So if you could be in any other movie or TV show, what movie would you, or TV show would you do?
Oh yeah, I'll go for it. Well, it's over now, but I would have loved to be in Game of Thrones. It would have been so awesome. But I think my dream role has always been being James Bond. And I don't think I'll ever get to be James Bond because they always hire like British guys. I don't know why. But I think James Bond is probably like one of the coolest characters. And I would love to play James Bond.
I want to be Neo in the Matrix. Yeah, that would be so cool.
This is for both of y'all. What was your most embarrassing moment on set?
I kind of went through that one. Do you have any other questions? Yeah, I had to lick a couch.
Who is your favorite character in Riverdale?
Favorite character in Riverdale? That's an interesting one. I really like Betty. Because she really has, I mean, Lily brings it every day on set, and she's like crying almost every week. But I think I like Betty because she's really conflicted with like how evil some of her family members are, but she like loves them anyway. And I think that's a really hard thing to do and a hard thing to portray. And I think that's like, you can really see the inner struggle that Betty is going through every episode. And so I really like that.
I'm gonna cheat again. It's two. It's Elio. Because I just think he's so funny, like cash money. He's just like so stupid. And then of course KJ, because that's just my brother, man. Like, you know, it goes so much deeper than just the show. Like he's just my guy. Always have each other's back. Yeah. So KJ.
Thank you.
Archie.
Hi, my question is, since you guys have a lot of like fighting scenes on Riverdale, have you ever hurt somebody by accident during your fighting scenes?
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's always like stunt coordinators and stuntmen on set to help out, and like there's a lot of rules too. Like, for instance, like when KJ went and punched me in that scene, like it wasn't actually him punching me; it was his stunt double. And like when it's on the other side, like actors sometimes don't fight actors; they find stunt doubles. So it's really, honestly, it's very safe, and there's a ton of rehearsal beforehand, so I don't think, like sometimes accidents happen, but I don't think, I haven't had one yet, and yeah, it's really safe, yeah, so we don't really hurt each other.
So you don't consider stunt actors to be people? I'm joking.
They're not.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a couple stunt guys before by mistake, you know, but they're so tough. It's like you punch them right in the face. Oh man, harder next time, bro. It really sucks, you know. You can't hurt those stunt guys. They're invincible.
And there's like, you got like pads on, like even under your clothes, you got like back plates on, you got like knee guards, shin guards, like everything. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but no, none of the actors, but the stunt guys, those guys will do anything. Jump out of, you know, 2-story buildings and, you know, crash cars, and they're really impressive.
Thank you.
This question is for Mad Dog. Mad Dog, will you ever join the Serpents?
China.
So many offers now. It's like the farm, the Serpents. You know what? I think like